So, guys, apparently Xbox is trying to make a comeback, and I am so freaking excited. So, if you guys haven't heard the news, I guess the new CEO, I believe her name is pronounced Aisha or Asha. She, or I guess the Xbox now, are thinking about, or I guess in the process of implementing the ability to customize, I guess, your like I guess the whole Game Pass. So like you can pick and choose what you want on there, and that can, change the price. And I thought this was pretty cool. And on top of that, right before they did this announcement, apparently like a day or two ago, I guess depending on what time the video comes out, it may have been maybe a week or so, but yeah, they dropped the price of Game Pass. I think it went from like what, $30, or like one of those, like the higher tier went from like $30 to like $22. And I'm like, okay, they're doing something there. Now, I want to say it was actually 15 for that higher price tier. And then when they end up like buying out the COD company or whatnot, I want to say then it went up to 30. And now they went back to 22. So it's not back down to like the $15, but hey, we're getting there. And these two things, and maybe some of the other things that they're apparently working on, like the new Gears of War Air Emerges Day, got me kind of actually hyped about Xbox again. And I've been like I've really been like one of the biggest Xbox fans. I got nothing against PlayStation or Nintendo. I still have PlayStations and I still have Nintendo systems, but man, I've been like a really big proponent of Xbox, and I've literally have gotten every single like a generation of Xbox. However, this last generation was I thought it was going to be probably one of my last ones for Xbox because of all these things that they're doing with it. Just giving all the games away pretty much to PlayStation and everywhere else, it seems like. And then when they increased the price of the Game Pass, I'm like, okay, there's no reason for me to even pay for this anymore because I don't really have that much time to really like play games like that. So me paying $30 plus a month, I'm just not. I just don't have that much time. Like I know games have went up to like $70, but it's like, bro, I'm not even playing like that many games. And the games that I am playing are usually games I've already bought and they're like years old. I'm not really playing no new games like right when they come out. So it just doesn't really make logical sense for me to keep paying this. So yeah. After that, I kind of just stopped playing Xbox. I've kind of just been mainly focusing on my PlayStation 5. And now with the prices going down to the $22, and now you can customize what type of subscription or pass that you would like. Now I actually may get back into my Xbox vibes, guys. I actually may have to go ahead and get back into it. Now, they haven't released how they, I guess, plan on implementing this. However, if I can pick, I know one of my first ones is going to probably be just give me online. I don't need anything else. I don't need any free games a month. I don't need XYZ. Just give me online. Hopefully, that can be like $5. Let me just play online. Cool. If you guys can do that, you already got me for a year subscription, just like that. You guys went from making $0 from me to, hey, $5 online. Give me that. I don't need anything else. You already made a year. You already made extra money. Other people who signed off and didn't want to pay the extra $30 and end up just going to, PlayStation or XYZ. Bam, you just got a whole lot of people back. If I just want online, and that's it. I don't want any free games, XYZ. Give me that. Now, if I want to add on different things, okay, maybe for $5, okay, I want online. And then maybe like another $5, I may want to get the whole Assassin's Creed, like, Ubisoft's. Give me their catalog. Maybe they can be another, $3 to $5. I'm cool with that. So now I have a reason to go ahead and go back to some of the earlier Assassin's Creed games and start knocking some of those out. Because I still got to play Black Flag. I know they're working on a remix, but I would love to play the original. And like there's several other Assassin's Creed games I want to actually play and get back into. So yeah, if they can do something like that, cool. Hey, you got $10 from me, each month. Just like that. I don't need all these other games. They already took out COD from being on, I guess, or at least the new one coming out for free every single year. So I'm not even worried about that. I already bought the new one. Well, not the latest one, but I bought the previous one on my PlayStation. The new one, that's a whole other story. I may end up making a whole other video talking about that. But anyway, yeah, give me something like that. I'll be cool. And again, give us options. I know other people may not care for Assassin's Creed, but they may care for another series or another catalog. Maybe they may want the Grand Theft Auto catalog or something like that. So they can pay an extra $5 and they can play Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy remix HD version, or XYZ, whatever it's called. Maybe they want to play Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5. Maybe they may want some extra shark cards online, etc., etc. So they have their own, thing you pay. And then there's another one. Maybe you pay extra $3 to $5 and you get another catalog of XYZ. Or maybe you just want to pay an extra $3 and you get those two, monthly games each month. And then you can add on to that. And then somebody who wants everything on that, they're paying the $20+. So I think they have potential to get a lot of people back and got a lot of people excited, not only for this current generation of Xbox, but also for the next generation of Xbox. At least from what I'm seeing, them like prioritizing like consoles, I guess updating achievements, I guess reviewing exclusives now. I think they announced Project Helix. I'm gonna look more on that as well. We actually may have Xbox has actually here to make waves and do justice again. Like I miss the days when Xbox and PlayStation were going back and forth, but it seemed like this last year or two, it seemed like Xbox just gave up and just gave it all to PlayStation. So I'm glad to see Xbox hopefully making some type of return, because I want this competition here, and I don't want PlayStation just to be here by itself making all the rules and charging $100 plus per game. Something that I can easily see Sony doing if there's no competition there. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Are you guys excited for this? Are you not excited for this? Will you guys actually have to see how they implement it? Because obviously for me to be fully 100%, like, hey, I'm gonna be back on Xbox, I gotta see the numbers. So I gotta see this customization that they plan on doing on this. But if it's what I'm thinking, if they can make it cheap, at least for me to go online, allow people just to go online, they don't want nothing extra, give me $4 or $5, hey, I'll take that. I'll go ahead and take that. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see the future of this Xbox. Peace.